Lakers Nation, what is going on, guys? So welcome back to the channel with a new video this morning. Today's my second upload of the day, which is actually kind of crazy, but we just got a recent report pretty much coming out from Anthony Irwin of LA, and to be honest, guys, I just don't believe like anything he says at all, but he's like a Lakers insider reporter, and he has like a YouTube channel called Lakers Lounge and stuff like that. But before getting to the video and break it down for you guys, really appreciate it if you could do me a favor. Make sure you guys like each of my videos so my channel can grow. Really helps the algorithm, the audience. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. We're on the road to 4K subs. And turn on the notification bell as well if you guys want to stay updated. I do post daily, if not almost every single day, 365 days. And also follow my socials if you guys want to stay connected with me. I do talk Lakers basketball, but I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's just get into it. I'm pretty sure you guys are busy and waiting, but this is coming from NBA Central at the Dunk Central Twitter page. And guess what, guys? It's involving Cam Whitmore, which I would love on the Los Angeles Lakers. So it says he's been linked to the Lakers in a potential sign and trade for Dorian Finney-Smith, who we just lost in free agency. The Lakers did give up not quite a haul. At least it's like 3 seconds. Like, I would have been very upset if we gave up a first round pick, because I know the Nets were, looking for one. Even for years, they were asking for a first round pick, but I just didn't see any team giving them a first round pick. Obviously, the Memphis Grizzlies were going to give up John Conchar, Luke Kennard, and like a first round pick, but obviously the Lakers traded D'Angelo Russell, expiring deal, $18 million, and Max Lewis. So the Brooklyn Nets really valued the Lakers' expiring deal, so that's why they picked our trade. But he declined his, player option, I believe $15.3 million, and that leaves the Lakers with the full MLE. Obviously, they used like some of it, signing DeAndre Ayton. He got like $25 million off the buyout. He's getting paid, I believe, $35.6 million from, the Portland Trailblazers and the Los Angeles Lakers. But his agent, his representatives pretty much went to Portland. Joe Quinn asked them if they can just buy him out. And they were like, you know what, we don't care. We're going to buy you out. And he was like, sure, fine. And I'll go to the Los Angeles Lakers. But pretty much came down to the Indiana Pacers. I know I'm a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to bring it up. And can you imagine turning Dorian Finney-Smith into Jake Relavia, DeAndre Ayton, and then Cam Whitmore? Like, that's a steal. I think that pretty much makes up for losing Dorian Finney-Smith, but he's a nice blue chip piece that could just fit nicely on any championship contending team. But with the Houston Rockets, they're pretty much going all in. Like, they're loaded, they're stacked. You got Tari Eason, you got Jabari Smith, you got Amen Thompson, who's emerging to a star. So they got a bunch of wings. They just brought back Clint Capella. He's going to be making around $18 million per year, right? I'm pretty sure it was like, 4 years? Might even been less than I can't remember, but I believe it was like $21 or $24 million. And then you got Steve Adams, so you just signed him to an extension before he's going to be a free agent. Because of the CBA, you could sign certain players before, free agent market hits. I believe it was like worth 3 years, $39 million. So he got paid like around 14 or 12, 13, something around that range. But Cam Whitmore is just not going to get any minutes or any shine for the Houston Rockets. Like, they have no need for him. Like I said, they're very deep. And he was getting DMPs. He wasn't really playing in the rotation, especially in the playoffs. And they had, Jalen Green. So those are my thoughts on how I feel about it. But if Houston decides to shed a little bit of salary, or if they expand the Kevin Durant trade to include their acquisition of Dorian Finney-Smith, they could just consider it a candidate to be moved. Now, we also got this recent report per Fred Katz. I'm not sure how legit he is, but it says Madness, Legend Hoops breaking. You got the Houston Rockets, the Phoenix Suns, the Lakers, the Hawks, the Brooklyn Nets, the Golden State Warriors, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they're in trade talks for a deal that would just set an NBA record. Like, this is actually wild. We never seen this before, but just pay close attention. You look at the teams, right? Is it possible that we get a Nick Claxton, Dajuan Sharp? I doubt he was a restricted free agent, then he became an unrestricted free agent. But he's a backup center. Maybe you go get Nick Richards from the Phoenix Suns. Is it possible? You got Nneka Kongu from the Atlanta Hawks. But I would love Cam Whitmore on this team. You look at the Golden State Warriors. It's possible that they do a sign and trade for Jonathan Kuminga. He's been linked to, teams like Miami, Chicago, the Sacramento Kings. Maybe they do trade Malik Monk, Dennis Schroeder. I'm not sure who the Minnesota Timberwolves will get. But I just want to talk about Cam Whitmore and just break down his game if you guys are fine with that. But he's 20 years of age. He's young. He's athletic. He's like 6'7". He could slot in and guard like what 3 through, actually no 2 through 4. I meant to say. So he could be a solid rotation piece if he ever gets to that. Like I feel like he has star potential. That's just my personal opinion. If you guys agree, but he has to develop first, especially when you got Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. Like that's your young core. While you got LeBron James, he's gonna ride off into the sunset. Like he's not gonna be in the league forever. And the Lakers are pretty much trying to do like this soft, rebuild and trying to contend at the same time. Like it's very hard to do both. So I've been saying for a while that they should just pick a lane, but it is what it is. He does weigh about 230 pounds, so he's big. This is his second, season with the Houston Rockets. He did average around 9.4 points per game, shot 44.4% from the field on 7.9 attempts, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.3 blocks, 0.6 steals, and shot 35.5% from the three-point line. So he does need to work on his, jump shot. He could self-create. He can get to the rim. He's athletic. Like he can actually catch a lob. Like if you've seen his windmills, they're actually insane. But he could post you up. He's a 3-level scorer. Like he hasn't been range game, but he also shot 3.6 attempts and shot 75% from the free throw line, which is improved, but it's not great either from the previous season. 1.4 attempts, 51 games played, 3 starts, playing around 16.2 minutes a night. His points pretty much did go down this year in the second year from his rookie season, where he gave you pretty much around 12.3 points per game. He comes from a prestigious, college, Villanova Wildcats. You've seen guys like Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Mikal Bridges. So there's some very good, role players from Villanova, but he went pick 20 to the Houston Rockets in 2023 NBA draft class, and I thought the Lakers should have taken him, but they just didn't. And the main reason was just because of Darvin Ham. I feel like this was like a Rob Pelinka, thing, and that's how I feel about it. Like he played his freshman year for the Indiana Hoosiers, and obviously the scouting department has done some great things. Like they're very good when it comes to getting guys in the second round, like late or undrafted, like gems. But everybody makes mistakes. Like nobody's perfect. Even some of the best GMs don't do the right things. But he was drafted at pick 17, Gianni Ficino. And I'm pretty sure they declined like his team option, $4.3 million. But he had like back injuries, and he played for like the South Bay Lakers. Like there's times where he wouldn't play for the summer league, but he's part of the Luka Doncic trade. And you know what's crazy? Danny Ainge didn't even notice that he was helping the Los Angeles Lakers. Like he found out like the next day, but they obviously waived Gianni Ficino. He signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, but he's been bouncing, from team to team. And you know what's crazy? Like they're trying to compare him to Jalen. I mean, not Jalen, but Drew Holiday because of his defense. That never came into fruition, and they're even comparing him to Malcolm Brogdon, which is actually crazy. But James Hawkins Jr., he went to the Miami Heat at pick 18 from UCLA. There are people, even bringing him up like they should have got him. And then you got Brandon Podziemski. He went to the Golden State Warriors at pick 19. So the Lakers, pretty much, fumbled. But he fell like his stock. He was supposed to be like a top, 5, 10 pick, least lottery in the first round. But you want to know the main reason why he fell is because there were just concerns about his, medical evaluations and underwhelming pre-draft workouts. There were just like medical red flags in his performance at the NBA draft combine, which was, considered subpar by some other teams. Like they just didn't like that at all. But these factors led to a significant drop off in his draft, stock and class. But let's just break down his game, right? So he's a two-way player. He's versatile. Like he has potential to be a star. Like I'm not even over exaggerating. I even seen his game before. Like will even be that? Who knows? He has to first develop, but he could guard. Like I said, 2 through 4 positions. He has athleticism. He's a hyper athlete. Like the Lakers really need relentless alongside Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. Like it makes perfect sense alongside those guys. Like I think he could be a rotation piece. But Whitmore's quickness, his agility allows him to pretty much stay in front of guys, many shooting guards, and his strength helps him hold his own against smaller forwards who might try to post him up. He does excel at defending other small forwards due to his combination of size, his strength, and athleticism. He might not be as strong as some other traditional power forwards, but his strength and rebounding ability allows him to hold his own against some other players at his position. So, Lakers fans, NBA fans general, you guys let me know in the comment section how do you guys feel about Cam Whitmore. Like if we get him, that'll be a huge W. But this is actually crazy. The 7-team trade. Like if it does happen, if it doesn't, then it is what it is. But whenever it happens, I'll definitely, update you guys and break it down. You guys will be the first person to hear me, talk about it in my YouTube channel. Like I got the best community, and I appreciate you guys. Like keep following, like sharing. I'm not gonna keep, stopping, but I'm gonna repeat myself like over and over again. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 4K subs. Make sure you guys follow my socials if you guys want to stay connected with me, because that's all I do is talk Lakers basketball. That's why I created this platform of mine, because I just want to speak and talk Lakers. Like what's wrong with that? You know what I'm trying to say? But we got a lot of work to go ahead of myself. But yeah, man, I can't even think how I feel like I'm trying to say certain words. But yeah, man, I'm a little bit tired. I just woke up this morning. But if there's any other topics or trades or other signings you want me to talk about, then sure, why not? I'll do anything that you guys love. Like it's the people's channel, first. But the Lakers, you got DeAndre Ayton, you got Jake, Laravia on a 2-year deal worth about 12 million. Like that's very cheap. He's making around like $6 million. And the Lakers pretty much just want to sign guys to like 2 years player option, because they're trying to free up cap space to like 2027 to get like a max level player alongside, Luka Doncic. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. Peace. Cheers.